Hello, this is Bill Dawson, Franklin Park Conservatory and Botanical Gardens. We're doing a little distance learning in my garden, and this is a tree we just planted. It was in another segment. It's a Japanese maple, a small tree, but we're going to talk about pruning techniques. And so you're looking at the overall tree, and you want to look at the first thing is the 3 Ds: dead, diseased, or damaged. And so I'm going to look throughout the tree and see if I see any dead or diseased or damaged pieces of the tree and take those out first. This one here is quite dead. So we're going to go through and take out the dead. Excuse me, Doug. And we're going to look for any diseased. I don't really see any problem there, or damaged. If one was broken while we were planting, we might trim that off. And then we're going to look at overall shape and any branches that are crossing each other, rubbing against each other, or that they will be in the future. So these two here, they're going to end up crossing each other. So I may trim this one back a little, maybe that one as well. Then they'll start to go upwards. I'm going to look at overall shape too. And this tree, it's got kind of a rogue leader or a branch out here that's taking it much higher than the rest. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to take one off behind, take this one off here, and try to keep the overall, give it a nice, graceful shape for a Japanese maple. Go through, trim off any of the crossing branches, any thick areas in there. We can take that one all the way off. This one we'll take just above the flower. It's another one of those branches that are crossing, and it's really shooting out. So between these two, I actually want to take off this longer one there. I can take that off and still see that these two could be crossing. So I'm going to take those off as well and give that shape. Another one that's pretty much reaching out beyond the canopy of the tree, we'll take that off. And then it's a matter of just looking at the overall shape, going through, finding any more dead branches, crossing branches, branches that are going straight to the inside. And it looks like I might be taking off a lot on this small tree, but these leaves are going to break out really any day now. It's going to give it a nice full shape. Here's one too that's a pretty large branch. Don't see any life on it, or very little. I'm going to take that off down at the base. Nice clean cut. Sharp pruners. In between pruning plants, you should always clean your pruners with a little bit of rubbing alcohol. That'll help disinfect and clean those. Keep your blade sharp. Another one shooting straight into the center. I'm going to just cut that back a little, and then I'll watch and see if he goes more towards the sky. So really that's all there is to it. The 3 Ds, dead, diseased, damaged. Take that out first. Start looking at overall shape, any crossing branches, and then really shape it the way you would like to see it. And then you can always go back and do some other minor pruning on it. So Bill Dawson, from my garden to yours, pruning trees today, giving you some distance learning from the Franklin Park Conservatory. See you next time.